Hello everybody, welcome back to Age of Empires 4. We are here today with another gameplay, and last episode I showed you guys a very early game and that was a loss. This episode I'm going to show you a fairly recent game that was a win. It was probably one of my better games. It's another Holy Roman Empire versus Mongols. This one is actually quite a good game. The time killer, this fella, was actually a good player. We are still both gold though, but it was still a good game, so let's get right into the game. Make sure you OGs, if you haven't already, hit that like button and that subscribe button. And let's get into this game. Let's see that reveal map full. Of course, I am going to just do a standard start. There is no water on the map, so I don't have to worry about going for wood right off the bat. So I'm just going to go straight for sheep, and then of course I go for the gold as well. So I typically put 4 on gold to begin with, and then the rest on food, so like 8 on food or something like that. They immediately go over with their con. Oh, that's right. I got rushed by these fellas. That's right. So they kept 3 in town. And then their Gur is over here doing nothing. And they just immediately send over at the beginning of the map. So they're just chilling. They're going forward. Let's speed up a little bit. And I do catch it though, because they don't do a very good job hiding it. So I scout him right off the bat. And it's funny because as I'm scouting him, he had his villagers right here. I don't know why he didn't put their villagers like around the side so I wouldn't see them. But yeah, I pretty much scout their villagers right off the bat and know exactly what they're doing. At this point, our friend Time Killer is doing just that and trying to go around to see where they can build a gold. He's actually trying to scout my gold right now because right now, he has no idea where my gold's at. No clue. I could have probably put some units in my town center right there, but I didn't think to do that. My micro is still not the most amazing, but it's working. Use my prelate to heal my scout a little bit while still scouting their villagers. What's going on at their base? Okay, so they got villagers on gold and on food. He's just now microing over to food. Still has this Gur over here doing absolutely nothing. Here we go right here. They are trying to build, and I immediately pull my gold villagers to take down that tower. I do not want them building a tower. And I obviously keep my scout over here to help micro this as well. The scout helps absorb some damage, and the scout actually does some damage to the con as well. The scout's actually doing pretty good damage to the con. In my town, I just still have a house in my town center. I'm microing this situation right here. That way, again, I do not want his gold villagers or him to get this tower up, because as soon as they get that tower up, my other gold is way back here, and then the other one is up here. Other than that, I'm screwed. So I have to make sure I deny this. He does try hard for over here, but I get my scout on the villager. He's still poking at here. I did manage to switch this villager over here. I microed the villager that he was damaging, if you guys were wondering where that went. And then, of course, use my prelate to heal it. But check this out. He cancels the tower once again. That is 3 canceled towers right there. And he's still trying to harass. They're not letting go of this push though. They have 1 on gold, the rest on food. There's nothing else going on at their base. They're fully committing to this right here. Ooh, and they do. Did they get this villager? Ooh, it's so close. No, they don't. I think they could have gotten it. That was a low health villager right there. And I'm using my scout to take down the rest of his villagers to completely deny this random push. So, that's how I microed it. Did I micro that properly? Who knows? Maybe. I did age up behind this. Now, okay. I never go Minework Palace, and I don't recommend anybody does either. I always go Aachen Chapel. The only reason I went Minework Palace is because I got tower rushed, and so I panicked. So my thought process was, okay, I'm going to build Minework, rush upgrades, get a barracks, and push. That was my thought process at this point. So as soon as I denied that tower push, I went into panic mode, which is not what you should have done. I really should have made an Aachen Chapel right here, because this would have been great. This would have gotten me gold, and this would have gotten me wood. And potentially sheep as well. Food. I could have moved all my sheep over here. And that Aachen Chapel would have been food, gold, and food, gold, and wood. So this was a panic minework palace, and it's very silly. But I do immediately start upgrades. This was the first one I go with, spearmen, because they are Mongols, so I assume they're going to go horsemen. So of course I'm going to immediately go spearmen. Here's my barracks up at 5 minutes. Now typically I go a little bit later. I hold out on my barracks a little bit later, but that's only when I go Aachen Chapel. And again, had I gone out, usually when I go Aachen Chapel, I'm immediately trying to rush castle. So if you are getting tower rush, guys, don't panic. Don't let it distract you from your normal build, because something to keep in mind, and something that I clearly forgot, is when they're rushing, they're also missing that much on base. So they rushed with 3 villagers and their scout. He was macroing his scout and his villagers and barely doing anything at base. So in turn, their age up was a little bit later than it could have been. I'm age 2 right here, and they're still age 1. So, and let's see if their resources at this point. Yeah, they're about to age up, but you know, they did dedicate a lot to that push. And now I've got a barracks up, and I'm producing units already. I almost get sniped because I wasn't paying attention. I managed to micro it at the last second, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, let's speed up a little bit. They do get their deer stones right here, which of course increases your the movement speed of your units by 10%, I believe. Maybe it's higher, but I think it's only 10%. I'm still producing units. I've got 1 spearman, and I've got 1, and of course, you know, with HRE you have to go with man-at-arms as well. So I'm going spearman and man-at-arms, and then I think I'm going to go for a little bit of a push. Or I'm going to see what I can see. Moving my units forward, they still have 0 units, no units at all. Not even any production unit. This is their first production building right here. Doing a little bit more harassment with their Khan. It's unsuccessful because I, you know, obviously just bring my units over, deny that immediately. I didn't even have to micro my villagers. He does get a little peek of my army here. However, look at all these sheep. Look at all these sheep he's got. That's 9 sheep, not at his base. And he's just about out. So he's got to they got to get their Khan to their base, to their downtown center, and get going right now. So they're gonna lose out on scouting time for that, which is fine. But you know, I'm over here chilling with 2 spearmen and 5 man-at-arms. And do I go for a push here? I keep teasing it, and I don't. I'm trying to recall this game. It was only a couple of days ago. I remember my older game better than this one, which is quite astonishing, actually. Do I see? Okay, I thought I saw their Khan in my base, but their Khan is actually still chilling over here. There is their horseman right there. They are going horsemen, and here is their Ovu. Their Ovu just got up. Dang, here's my push, Here we go, a little bit of a battle. Let's slow it down to see what's going on. I keep my scout back, of course, so that way I can see what's going on. I try to deny some of their villagers, but they do a very good job with their horsemen. I do have to fall back because all I have is 3 man-at-arms, and I'm not going to use that against the horsemen. Oh, my scout goes down because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, darn it. That is unfortunate. Oh, man. Luckily, I had production behind it. I still only have 1 barracks, but I have my blacksmith up now, which, by the way, guys, you don't... I'm just now realizing this. If you build a minework palace, you don't need a blacksmith. Minework palace acts as a blacksmith, and technology research here costs 40%, minus 40%, and research is 40% faster. Plus, you get unique upgrades. I don't know why I built this. I don't know why I built the blacksmith. And the worst part is, I built it right next to the minework. Absolutely noob move. Don't do this. This is horrible. Absolutely scrub. I'm embarrassed. I cannot believe I did that. I could have used that for another production building. I could have built another barracks. I did not scout, though. I didn't have any scouts going because my scout did go. I am building another barracks now. I'm still unaware of this push. And there's my other scout right there. I don't have any of this scouted. So yeah, I'm going to go over to scout this side of the map is why I'm sending my horsemen that way rather than where I should have sent it this way. Because look at this. Look at it coming in. I need some epic battle music right here. Look at this. Oh no. One villager. Is another one gonna go down? I managed to micro it almost in time. I'm a little bit late with the micro though. My units go into the TC and then I bring over my army. They're bringing over 4 more villagers. Oh, 5 villagers. Now, see what I should have done? I have my scout over, or no, I have a villager over here. I think I was, why did I put a villager over there? What? Well, what was my plan here? Am I building a tower? What am I? Oh, am I building a TC over here? Because I do have some. I have a lot on stone. Oh wow, that's too much on stone. I needed to bring at least 4 of those or 5 of those over to wood. Of course, in this map, wood is kind of scarce, so it's a little bit more tough to get. They're building a gur over here to try to snipe my wood, and a tower to keep vision. Like I said before, I don't quite scout this, but I do put a tower next to my gold because I am sick of the harassment already. Yep, immediately sniping my wood, and then they're going to go for an archery range. So the rush push is still happening. Although, like I said, I handle it quite well. Okay, yeah, I was going for a TC. I just didn't know where to put it. So I think I was just scouting where to put my TC is what I was doing. The reason I put it here is because we need wood desperately. I only have 23 wood. And how are their resources doing? Yeah, they're not doing so amazing on resources either. But they've got this wood line. Oh! I managed to get my gold miners out of there. I don't think I lost any. This is, though, when I push with all 9 of my spearmen, and that is definitely enough to take care of that. I have all of my upgrades. Yeah, all of my upgrades. And I don't believe they have any upgrades. No blacksmith, right? Yeah, they never made a blacksmith, so my upgrades are better. And then I also have these upgrades. I don't think they have. Oh man, they don't have. Oh, they do. Okay, so they do have their horsemen upgraded. Never mind. Okay. And they're only in. Okay, yeah, right. So they're only in H2, so they can't get that 3rd upgrade anyway. Okay. I'm not confused anymore. They're producing archers from here, immediately putting them right into the tower. Okay. More horsemen as backup. Getting berries from over here. I'm kind of shocked they didn't go for the trade landmark. Because they could have plunked that trade landmark right in this corner and traded all game. And I wouldn't have noticed. Typically with Mongols, if there's trade, I do check the corners because it's the best thing to do. But I did not do that at all. Although maybe I tried to scout it with my scout. Who knows? Anyways, with my blacksmith, I have the +1 to ranged attacks. So that is going. This battle is definitely going in my favor. Not to mention all the spearmen versus his horsemen. He immediately sees that he's losing the battle, and I take down that tower real quick. The best part is like had he had full upgrades, maybe he would have. Honestly, I don't know. Even if they were caught up in upgrades, I don't know if they would have won that fight because I had spearmen. But anyways, I push back yet again another front. They're trying to at me, and I push it back once again, take down their villagers, take down some horsemen, and once again, they are forced to retreat. So that is twice now that their push has failed. They're deciding to age up. They're going to go with the Kurutai, which nearby units within aura heal +1 health every 1 second and gain 20% additional damage. That is quite nice, especially since, if you guys didn't know, the Mongols can actually pack up their buildings right here. And they can do this with all buildings. All their buildings they can do this with. So this, if you were to accompany this with your army and kind of push with this building, and your they move back over here, and your army, that building is actually quite cheese because you're getting healing and plus damage. So, Mongol players, if you want to push with horsemen or whatever you're pushing with, probably horsemen, bring this as well. Maybe have this poking behind. So if you're going to harass gold, for instance, plonk the building back here, unpack it back here, and then push with your horsemen. That way, if I push, you've got that building healing and doing plus damage. So, I don't know. Again, I'm not a Mongol player, but that's what I would do. That's something that I would think about at the very least. If there's any better Mongol players or people that do main Mongol, correct me in the comments if you think that that's wrong or if that would be a bad idea. Because I am all about learning in this game. My second TC over here, I believe, goes unscouted. That second TC is unscouted by my boy over here. They do not know about it. And they don't know about it for a very, maybe even the whole game. Here I go for a little bit of a push. Of course, I construct a ram with that upgrade you get in the blacksmith, which of course is, it's the one that's right here. It's the gear and the hammer. But yeah, I go for a pretty good push, and then of course I do forward production as well. A tower to fall back to if I need to. And this push actually ends up being a pretty darn good one because I have 11 spearmen and 7 man-at-arms. So this push actually goes quite well. I get their town center down quite a lot. And then I believe they do push me back, though. I can't remember how. Oh, right, because their TC just starts wrecking me. Before, though, I do get pushed back. I take down the rest of their gold villagers, and I keep this filler on the TC. Sometimes I do use the all army key, though, so I'll accidentally micro my ram away. But yeah, all in all, this ends up being a decent push. They do end up holding, though. They do end up pushing me back. I tried to do a tower here. I think I was gonna do 2 towers here, but I had to cancel them. They spotted it in time, and I had to cancel them. They take down my ram, and that push is absolutely held. What an action-packed moment, though. 16 villagers. So what is their eco then? 52. My eco is 53. So my eco is not much better than theirs. I actually would have guessed that I had better eco, because especially with my 2 TC, but I guess I wasn't producing as much as I thought I was. And they were only running 1 TC. They were keeping up with me in eco with 1 TC, and I still killed some of their villagers. So that is an error on my part. That is me needing to produce villagers more often. I do find myself forgetting to produce villagers. Typically, you should probably get around 100, 120, depending on what you want your military comp to look like. But yeah, having 55 villagers 20 minutes in, I don't think is that great. I don't think that's an amazing thing. I think I should definitely have more. I should at least be at like 70, maybe even 80-ish. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what I should be at, especially with them and how much damage I feel like I've done to them. And they're still catching up with me in eco. Crazy. Anyways, I do end up taking this side of the map because I do see the trade center here, so I kind of want to build some buildings over here to secure it before I build some markets over here. And of course, they have a tower to deny it. What I really should have done is go to this corner. Completely throw them off. I should have went to that corner. They push, and of course they run right into my spearmen. They still don't have any upgrades for the spearmen, which is quite... Okay, they've got... Oh no, they don't. They still don't have that one. And he's using horsemen. Oh no, he's using Keshik. Okay. So his Keshik are actually upgraded, and he's upgrading them to step lancers now, increasing healing by 1 health per attack and attack speed by 10%. Now they're sending horse over to probably try to harass. I don't know why I sent this ram in. Don't ever send ram in without an army. I sent my entire army to deal with this? Maybe I thought there was more than there actually was. Or maybe I thought his push was going to do more, because honestly, As he was doing that, I could have kept my army here and pushed. I should have pushed as soon as I saw this, because what is he going to do with this? What is he going to do with this army? Nothing. He's going to run around, see that there's absolutely nothing to harass. All my farms are right here. They're all safe. They're, you know, safe from my TC. Safe because of my TC, I should say. And of course, I've got farms over here. I see him coming, so I try to build this. It's just out of range for him. But he does find a little bit of harassment right there. But that's it. I mean, he only gets 1 villagers. Oh, I get this up barely. Get in there. Oh, he does get another one. Oh, and he gets 3 villagers. Okay, well, that's not the worst thing in the world. And then all my villagers right here. I don't know why I didn't plonk them in. There we go. There's the micro. A little bit slow. My army right here is building up. I should have been building rams right here while this was going on. But of course, I want to get my Burgrave Palace up. He's still trying to harass my villagers. And honestly, my villagers running around kind of distracting him is a good thing. He does kill a villager or 2, which is fine. Oh, I can't believe he didn't go for this. I can't believe he didn't go for that. But yeah, killing a villager or 2 is fine, but really, he's not really gaining anything out of this. He's not losing anything either. And he's getting some scouting, but he's not gaining anything other than that. This is where I push. He's got some backup horsemen. He doesn't really know what to do. I'm pretty sure right now he just kind of... They do a good micro right here. And what I should have done is split. I should have split my spearmen to have the spearmen attack him and then have my men-at-arms attack that. Ooh, dang, look at that. Oof, I'm getting... My units took a lot of damage there. Crafting a backup ram over here. Oh my gosh, I still haven't put my workers back. I'm over here, I'm so distracted by this. I haven't... Oh man, when do I notice? How long does it take before I notice? I sacrificed all my units when I really should have retreated, but see, hear me out. The reason I didn't retreat for this one is because I knew if I retreated, they'd see this. And... Oh. Okay, well. Alright, well they don't see this at least. They don't see me building an army. They do come in. But I've got, I've got 8 men-at-arms, and they might have actually won that fight. I had like no spearmen. They should have pushed that one. I do start upgrading my men-at-arms though, because the fully upgraded men-at-arms can pretty much handle horsemen. Knights is kind of a wonky fence, but they do handle horsemen quite well. I do build some production. I haven't built my markets yet. I do know I built some markets at some point way over here because they scout it with this tower, and then I think they actually send some fellows over to destroy it. Building rams galore because I'm sick of seeing this town center. I want it down to the ground. I don't want to see it anymore. I built a siege workshop. 26 minutes in. It's a really late siege workshop, by the way. That's really late. I'm trying to implement into my build siege workshops as soon as I hit castle. But it always gets tough because you're microing, maybe you're getting harassed. Who knows? I really should have built this Burgrave. I should have built this Burgrave right here. Right here. I knew this push was working, and I knew that they weren't... Oof. Oof. Look at this horseman. Going to town, going to work. Okay. Okay, horsemen. So, after I see those horsemen, I actually think that they might be coming back. Like, I'm starting to get a little bit scared. So I'm going mass. I'm going mass. Oh, I guess, well, now I am making men-at-arms, but I'm also making lancettes as well. And then spearmen. I don't want anything but spearmen. I don't know why they didn't come with all of their horsemen, but yeah, they end up cleaning me up once again. So then Time Killer cleaned up house a couple times, like more than a few times, but he stopped there. I don't know why they stopped there. They could have pushed and destroyed all of this. I'm not sure why they didn't even try. Because eventually I build a keep over here. We'll fast forward to my next push. Yeah, there's the keep right there. Eventually I think, you know what? I need to do something here because I'm winning, but I'm not really doing anything. There they are going for some more gold. Probably a little bit low on the old gold. Yeah, oh gosh, so low on gold. All that money on horsemen, or Keshiks I should say, and then upgrading them as well. Now I've got an army right here. This is a terrifying army with all those lanchettes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've got my markets building. For some reason, they didn't take down my markets. I think they saw. Oh, no, he didn't scout them. I totally thought he scouted them. But yeah, he stops doing this because I push. I see he's harassing, and as soon as I see he's harassing, I go in. I go in, and they don't have any siege. I gotta give Time Killer some credit. They held out to the end. True Mongol. Oh shoot, here we go. Look at here's all the sheep production right here. These should all be rallied, by the way. You can rally all these buildings. You can rally them right here instead of doing this. I'm sure they knew. I'm sure they know that. It's just like they're getting attacked from every angle, and then they're trying to micro this as well and not finding anything. As soon as I'm clear, I send my villagers back to work. Unlike earlier, when I let them sit in the town center for like half an hour. But yeah, they don't find anything. Nothing. Because harassment's a little bit more difficult when the opponent sees it coming, and where they see it's coming. And that's why I like building towers everywhere. Now I'm destroying their production. What I could have done is go over here and destroy all of this as well. Because had I destroyed all of this, all of the villages most likely would have went down because of the lanchettes, and then all of these would have went down as well, leaving him with absolutely nothing. Like, what would you do against this? An upgraded army. What could you do against this right now, as the Mongols? What would you do? They could. I would say I'm surprised they didn't pack up all their buildings. Like as soon as this was taken down, this landmark here, I'm surprised all the buildings, all their production buildings, weren't packed up and either sent over here or over here somewhere. Somewhere I'm not going. Because I didn't know about these. I didn't know about these until I moved my soldiers over here. So they could have easily moved these over here and built up a little bit of an army and tried to defend this TC. I don't think they can repair this. Oh, they could totally repair. Why didn't they repair their TC? They're going mass crossbows. By the way, that's not the right call. Not that there is really a right call at this point, but mass crossbows against 34 mana arms. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And there is the GG's. That was a good game. This was my latest game. I'm going to play more games when the season comes out. I'm going to definitely do my qualifiers. I'll record that, and so I'll have some live gameplay for you guys rather than just the preview. I will do some more previews in the future as well. I hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. If you have, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and make sure you let me know in the comments. And yeah, this game's awesome. I recommend you guys give it a go. If you guys have never tried an RTS, I recommend you play this. Play a few AI games. You don't even have to start online, although I recommend you start playing online just because that's the best way to learn it. And watch some guides online and watch my videos as well. Anyways, thank you guys all again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.